an imbalance that he sees in this economy. And yet, what we always say is, well, April 2nd is going to be a big day because they're going to announce these reciprocal tariffs. Let's assume that the reciprocal tariffs last for 100 years unchanged. What does that mean for the economy? They might not even make it till dinner time, the way that Trump works. And so that's kind of the rub with it. Now, highlighting what Jamie Dimon and Lloyd Blankfein have said. Blankfein in the Wall Street Journal saying, you know what, maybe Trump's got a point. Maybe the middle of America that owns no assets has been hollowed out by globalization. Maybe they need policies to help them. Maybe he's right to stop focusing on this S&P 500 and focus on getting the 10-year yield down. Because if you increase growth and you reduce inflation and you get more employment in the economy and bring the deficit down, if you can do all of that, and that even Blankfein went one step further and suggests this, maybe a car will cost a couple $1,000s more. But maybe if it's made by American workers and we've employed hundreds of thousands of people with wages that they could raise a family on, we're better off as a country. Now, I understand the argument against that. But what I'm saying is we're just assuming tariff bad, not tariff good. Yes, if you're in the top 10% and you own assets and you want asset prices to go up, that's probably true. If you're in the bottom 50% and you don't own assets and you don't have a job because your job's been shipped overseas, and here's a guy that's saying, I'm going to engage in these policies to try and get your job back. Maybe he doesn't, but at least he's trying. You know, in the case of Obama 10 years ago, remember he said, what is he going to do? Wave a wand? Those jobs aren't going to come back. So in an attempt to get those jobs back, he's using tariffs as a leverage tool, not as a permanent revenue tool. And so that's why it's so uncertain, inconclusive to understand what these tariffs mean for the economy.